This going? Well, I guess we're about set. Referee about to blow his whistle. Jace Eastman will be the one to approach the tee. Waiting for the official signal. He gets it. He waits. He approaches. And game 2 is underway, and it's a squibber. And it might go out of bounds, but no, it'll be taken out of bounds at about the 35, 36-yard line. That's Corey Purnell, the up man, who tried to juke a couple of moves. Quarterback. Because number 2 is Williams, unless I got switched. But whatever the case.
In the I formation.
Yes, in the I format. Let's see what Taylor does. He'll pitch it out on the opening play. And twisting down to maybe the 38-yard line, that is Ev Burgess for a couple of yards. And it looks like from the running backs and receivers, they have a lot of speed.
Yeah, we're going to...
Remember, all the storms we had a ton of rain, maybe an inch of rain in like almost an hour. The field's going to be wet anyway, given the turf. Here on second down, here's Taylor going back. He's going to roll right, looking, lobs up the middle, and it's incomplete. Good pressure on the part of the Mountaineers. That was intended for Corey Purnell, but didn't quite work out. Now 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, so, he threw back across his body, which is almost the hardest pass to complete.
And we're going to say 8 from the 38-yard line. Taylor in the shotgun. He'll take the snap looking. He's going to throw deep. He's got an open man, and it's caught. And then the ball pops out. Is that a catch?
I'm waiting to see the call. I think they're going to call it a catch and a fumble.
That could very well be. And if that's so, it's going to be a turnover. It was caught by Corey Purnell, but then the ball bounced back. Referee wants an explanation. And they're going to go.
They're going for it. They're not punting.
Well, remember, they know what this is. It's 4th down, and it's going to be a play fake for Taylor, who fires, and it is caught for a first down and more. Crossing the 40. He might outrun him to the 30, to the 20. He's still going, and he will score.
Wow.
Welcome to the end zone on 4th and 8 from the 38. Maurice Goodwin for 62 yards. I tell you what, I wouldn't have the intestinal fortitude to call that as well as the rest of the sponsors. But first, the extra point. There'll be Bayless to hold for number 39, who will be the kick. What's that? Here's the snap. Kick on its way, sailing, and it's good. Just got it over. What was the name of the play? In the first quarter, when big storms were coming through the area. Now we're home free the rest of the way. Here's the kickoff. And it's going to take one hop. Nobody's touched him. It's a live ball and picked up at about the 5-yard line. Now running to the right side. Missing one tackle, 15, 20, and flying his way to maybe the 21-yard line. He ran a long way to get about 17 yards, but that was a pretty nice run. And that gives the Mountaineers 1st and 10. The returner, by the way, McQuan Dickens.
Yeah, it looked like the ball got by him on the
by the Garden State Gladiators, 14-13 over the Jersey Sharks. A very entertaining first half. We're hoping this will also be just as entertaining. 1st and 10 for the 21. A snap and a deep throw on the right side ends up going incomplete. I believe their quarterback is number 9, Kenny Crosby, who I think just normal, especially these days. I mean, it's like in baseball, you have to have at least 1 or 2 left-handers. You can't always go to right-handed step. Now on second down, here's a handoff right side. Oh, the Owls are just very quick in bringing the running back down, and that was Shemaine Collier, who was able to maybe get a yard or two to about the 23, but it's 3rd and 9. You would think it's a pass, but then again, it's an expedition, so you just don't know. All right, 3rd and 9. Crosby will be in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's looking. He's firing left. Pass is caught. Guy catches it to the 30, down to the 32. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, yep. They spotted it right across. He's waving the sticks ahead. That's a first down. Good job by the quarterback. Nice tight spiral. That was a nice pass.
All the first downs sponsored by Gerald Adams at OHA Studios Sculptings. So he does a lot of stuff, so definitely check him out. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, it looks like. They'll go into shotgun. Crosby back, and he'll fire. And the receiver, I believe they intended that one for Tyler Petty. He just could not turn over quickly enough, and that ends up being incomplete.
Yeah, to try to get a quick slant in there. Timing was just off again, and that's what we're going to see here. First game of the season, preseasons. lots of timings and things like that.
It's just a matter how the respective defenses match up to them. 2nd and 10 for the 32. It's going to be an inside handoff, and bouncing around to about the 33, 34-yard line. The running back just went like in all sorts of different directions, and it ended up being number 20, Mike Malherio, who was able to get maybe 2 on the play.
Yeah.
3rd and 8, and this one's going to be from the 34-yard line. In the shotgun is Crosby. He lines up the receivers. He takes the snap. He's looking.
He's going to keep it.
Oh, he's going to keep it. He's going to run at the 40, 43-yard line. That's a first down. And let me make a correction for you. It is not Crosby. It is Ed Dixon. He is number 19-yard line. Another 2-yard gain in that particular case. And Chaz Stevens, I believe, was the runner. I understood we had some technical difficulties. We are back now. 46. They go up tempo here. As Dixon, who's the quarterback, he will wait for that. Whoops, hold everything. Sounds like we're going to have a possible false start here.
Yeah, he's signaling a false start. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 after they walk this off.
Yeah, or 11 and a half. Yeah, and even the Mountaineers said we're guilty of it. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and it comes to 2nd and probably 11 and a half, 12, and probably more like 12. They'll spot the ball, get the offsides, a false start. That's normally regular discipline. Whoop, and speaking of which, the play continues. It's a free play, and Dixon's got to throw a high one that was almost brought down by the intended receiver, Andre Jameson. That was a free play, and everyone was asleep but a couple people, and it almost worked out at a big play. So let's just put it this way. Cancel the false start with the offside, and we got 2nd and 7 all over again.
Like nothing happened in between, right? I actually thought he was pulling that one hand.
From the 46, Dixon, the quarterback, in the shotgun, lines up 3 wide slot right, and a play fake and a pass incomplete. And now a flag is down. That might be a possible late hit.
Yeah, they're going to say head contact to the quarterback.
Sharif Samuels was on there, and they're going to rule it. Roughing the passer, a free 15 and an automatic first down for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, it looked like he jumped up to block the pass, and when he came down, he hit the quarterback's head with his arm. They're going to call that every time.
Well, that's what happened. Single back to the right of Dixon. Waits for the shotgun snap. He'll take it. Goes back under a big rush. And he's going to get hit. He escapes one. Can't escape the other. Down he goes. The man who had his ankles was Don Shea Speed, who, of course, had a very big game in his league's championship game just a couple of weeks ago. He can draw plays from the same formation. That's exactly what Dixon's doing again. 2nd down. Delayed handoff up the middle. There's going to be some yardage here. 45, 40, even as far as the 35-yard line. So quite a gain on the play there. The stop made by Darrell Gleaves, but now a 3rd and short. They do change the formation. They'll switch the slot to the left side here. Dixon will give the handoff up the middle, 35. I don't think he got the first down. He may have gone to the 34. He needed 4. He got 2. So now it ends up being 4th and short. The question now is, what do the Mountaineers do?
Yeah, let's see what they decide. I don't know if they have a kicker that can make a field goal from here. So I'm thinking they're probably going to go for it because.
But anyway, 4th and 2 from the 34. Dixon to shotgun. They go slot far side, handoff up the middle, and it's not going to work. Stop for no gain, and Tri-County forces the Mountaineers to turn the ball over on downs with a big hit by Leon Foster Sr., and now the Owls will get the ball back.
Yeah, that was a good.
This time in I formation. Be a handoff up the middle. Oh, no, it's a pass, and it ends up, being incomplete. They play faked even me, and the pass went in the direction of Corey Purnell, but just went butterfingers and just couldn't gather it in, so it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was a nice-looking play. You know, they got the play fake.
As they say. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. As Taylor lines up under center again, they go I formation. And this time they do a run, crossing a 35 and a dive down to about the 38-yard line. That's Ev Burgess on the carry. Ends up getting 5 on the play, actually. So third and short. Now you can do either. Usually when you have 3rd and mid-range, you can do either.
Yeah,
20 minutes. But now that the storms are gone, and you still have to work on the wet field, the football's going to be a little bit more difficult to handle. Here's 3rd and 5, and a deep throw on the left side, a little bit too high and incomplete. They intended that one for Stanley Bayless, but that clearly had a little bit too much air on it, and the Owls are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah.
Exhibition. Let's see if this works. They'll go heavy on the right. 4th and 5. Back goes Wilson looking. He's going to lob it to the right. And the pass.
No.
Incomplete. It hit the ground incomplete. It was intended for Corey Purnell, and it looked like it was short. Looked like he really was a great contest. But now back to this one. 1st and 10 as we begin the second quarter. Here's Dixon in the shotgun at the Owl 39-yard line. Play fake and a pass, and it's caught and crushed into about the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. That could be a first down depending on the spot. They're going to give him, I guess, 9 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, that's a great play and great. So they have it down there, and it was a great design play.
In the shotgun now with they're going to go triple on the right, 2nd and a yard. We'll see if they run it, and oh no, it's a play fake. Dixon's going to fire it, and it ends up going incomplete. He threw it in the direction of receivers, but I guess the execution didn't work out, so Dixon was running for his life there and ends up throwing the ball away and makes it 3rd and short. Now the Owls are going to have to up the ante here if they're going to make a stop. In the shotgun, Dixon. Everybody jumps. Free play. He's going to go for the home run here, and it is intercepted. Not going to matter anyway because the Owls are offside, so that will mean first down to 25 for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, again, that's a great job.
Down, by the way, but the penalty. Dixon in the shotgun. He'll wait for the snap, and he'll take it. And a delayed handoff spin and maybe a 1-yard loss on the play. I think it was a little bit more of a slow developing play, if you ask me. So force a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, it looked like they had either a lineman or a fullback coming out to hit that player that made the tackle, and the running back actually.
Collier to his right. He'll take the snap. They're going to run at the Collier. Goes up the middle and gets to maybe about the 21 before the Owls just throw him back. But probably going to be a gain of at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good job by the offense to try and get something positive here in this position.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 from the 22-yard line. Let's see what happens here. As Dixon is in the shotgun, Collier to his right. Waits for the snap, takes her under a rush, looking, fires a little too high. You had intended for Collier, incomplete, but it was the Owls that came with the pressure that time that threw Dixon completely off guard and forces a 4th and 7. Now the question is, 2-yard line, Collier to the right of Dixon in the shotgun, 3 wide slot near side here. Dixon waits for it, takes the snap under a rush. He'll fire on the right side, and it ends up going over the head of the intended receiver, incomplete. So the Mountaineers turn the ball over on downs. I think the quarterback may have just put a little bit too much on it.
Yeah.
Quarterback Joe Taylor under center here. They're going to go a handoff up the middle, slipping a tackle, and down to about the 28, 29-yard line. And it was Burgess that time for a gain of 7.
Yeah, that was a nice run right up the middle, right up the gut. He had a nice hole. He high-stepped over the running back to get that.
Yeah, Bayless that time. Single setback, same formation as before. And they're going to do it a handoff again. It looks like it's Burgess. Burgess crossing 35 and down to probably about the 38-yard line. It's going to be a good gain, good enough for a first down, so it at least moves the chains. In fact, he was able to get 10 on the play of the 39.
Yeah, that was a nice run, and he had offense.
That's an OHA Studios first down, by the way. Ball spot at the 40-yard line. Taylor will pitch it out. Oh, almost coming close to losing the ball. The least he ended up losing was a few yards, but that was very close to being a disastrous play. Good job by the Mountaineer defense to pretty much stop Burgess.
Yeah, excellent.
I gotta love those days. 2nd and 13 from the 37. There's a play fake, and now it is Taylor running and firing, and a pass is caught and
just
pinballing his way to about the 48-yard line. Picking up 11 on the play was Shadid Cheeseborough, one of the veterans here. So ends up getting 2 yards shy of a first down, but they spotted the 48.
Yeah, that's a
Pretty much knowing what to do if necessary. So they're going to go big here on 3rd and about a yard. Handoff up the pike. That's going to be a first down, crossing the midfield stripe and down to the 49-yard line. So it's a 2-yard pickup and another OHA Studios first down. Let's remind everybody, all flyers and banners for today's event were designed by Gerald Adams of OHA Studios. To the game here as the Owls have 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Will they run again? No, it's a loose football, and I think the Mountaineers might have fallen on it.
Yep.
A missed exchange in the handoff, and they end up forcing a turnover. The Mountaineers will get it at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, I was just going to say, while you were reading that last commercial, on the last play, the quarterback bobbled that ball before he handed
552-0070. Back to the game here. Dixon in the shotgun. 1st and 10 to midfield stripe for the Mountaineers. He'll take the snap under a rush. Down he goes just like that. And then there's a scramble for the ball. The whistle blew without there being the exchange. Sharif Samuels pulled the 5-yard line. And we'll see what Dixon decides to do. They'll line up the slot on the far side this time. And the right side line ends up moving, so that might cost them 5 more.
Yeah, it looks like the right guard or tackle was trying to pull, and he got a little head start before the ball was snapped.
Little bit early, so another 5-yard penalty. Now it's 2nd and 20, and the Mountaineers find themselves going in the wrong direction. A sack and now a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up.
Haven't really done very many 4-receiver sets. It's basically 3 wide. We'll see if the Owls decide to pressure again. Dixon in the shotgun. Waits a snap. He's looking. He's going to throw across his body, and it ends up being incomplete. That was Tyler Petty, the intended receiver. But once again, it's a matter of catch the ball, then run. Don't try and do both at the same time. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
When off the hands of quarterback Joseph Taylor, and whistles blow again. Did they take too much time?
Yep.
They did. Delay a game, so 5 more yards back, where a 5-yard sack and now 2 5-yard penalties with an incompletion in between.
Yeah, so now you're going to have 3rd and 25, so now you're just going, you can do any play you want here, because but we'll see here. They're in a shotgun, so it looks like they're going to pass with 4 receivers now.
Well, they're going to triple the far side. 3rd and 25 from the 35-yard line. Here's Dixon back. He's looking. He has some room to pass. It's tipped and intercepted. The Owls bring it back to the 30. Get the lottery tickets. It's a pick 6. Welcome to the end zone. Went off the intended receiver. There might have been Price, I think. And right into the hands of the defender. He runs it back for a 46-yard interception return. And the Owls just about ready to double their lead. What a bounce and what a score.
Yeah, that went right through the receiver's hands. Should have been a completed pass for a gain of 10 to 15 yards. Would have brought up a 4th and 15.
And a punting situation, but instead you get the ball back. And
it's possible.
Well, they're going to go for the extra point. Here's a snap. Kick on its way, good. And he got it. Kick is good to make it 14-0. Now, Frank, your kickoff. And it is launched. We'll go way over the head. Now it's a live ball. And it goes in the end zone. They got the ball on it. And says, okay, I get it. And he kneels down for a touchback. And the Mountaineers have 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Remember, after 10 yards, it's a live ball. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Again, Ed Dixon, the quarterback for the Mountaineers, will take the snap. Looking, he's going to throw off his back foot, a deep one, and that is almost intercepted. And basically, it was a case of preventable interceptions. I think it was Bradley Davis who nearly came down with it. The intended receiver position for the ball rather than the receiver, and that ended up being a critical play there. So 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Again, they're going to line up on the near side for the slot. As Dixon is back, he's going to throw short. That pass is caught. Let's see if there's going to be some room. Not much, but good enough to get to about the 28, 29-yard line. So a very nice gain on the play. The man who caught that ball was Mike Malherio. So it forces a 3rd. All right, so they're going to actually say that he went down at the 28. So 3rd and short. Here's a pass that's caught. A spin move, 45-yard line. Oh, he bounced off another one, nearly got tackled high, went down to the 47-yard line. That was Andre Jamison, who was just bouncing all over the place. And, boy, if I could write how those was a 19-yard play with a lot of movement. Dixon lines up in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers. Again, they go slot right. And here's a pass. Oh, again, speaking of timing, ends up being incomplete. And I guess it was, again, timing on the part. This receiver was Chaz Stevens, who tried to wheel around him. He just couldn't come away with the ball.
Yep.
So 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. Again, Dixon in the shotgun. Same formation as before. They're overload the right side. Will they do the same play? No, Dixon being chased. Let's see. He might run this time, and he will. And he'll get to about the midfield stripe, trying to get back to his own bench without running anybody over. And ends up getting a short gain close to the midfield stripe. So it's a gain of 3 and 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, he looked at.
So here we go on 3rd and 7 from midfield. Dixon in the shotgun. Will they do man in motion again? No, they won't. Taking a snap, a big rush, a deep throw, and the pass is, I think, incomplete.
Yeah,
looked like coming back down with it. It was Tyler Petty that time. It was a little just difficult to decipher the number, but it was number 2. Petty couldn't come down with it. Now 4th and 7, going for it. So Dixon, 4th and 7 from midfield. He's got the slot on the left side. Actually, they're tripling the left side. Dixon will take it. He's going to roll left, looking, firing. Pass is tapped.
Oh, and he caught it.
Is it caught?
Yeah, he
caught it. And did he catch it in bounds?
Wow.
I believe he did.
Yeah, he did. That's a great job. The defender tipped that ball, and it went over his head and into the receiver's hands.
That is unbelievable. What a catch.
Tipped that ball. He just tipped it up instead of down, and it went backwards towards the receiver who made the juggling catch as he fell out of bounds.
It ends up being a 22-yard gain, and it's 1st and 10. They triple the right side this time. As Dixon awaits the snap, they're going to run it this time, and the Owls are waiting. They are big time waiting. Ends up losing a few yards on the play.
Yeah, they ran that little delay again, and the 3 defenders were there in the hole waiting for him, and a loss of 3 or 4 yards on the play.
And 14, ball spot at the 32-yard line as Dixon again goes in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Big rush this time. Flags down. A deep throw is intercepted. Now, hold on. It's picked off, brought back at the 30 to the 40. Now he runs into his own man. Starts back up again. Almost runs into his own man again. Loses the football, but it's recovered by the Owls. Now, there is a flag right at that line of scrimmage, so this might all be for nothing.
Late in the 2nd quarter.
Yes, indeed. So, again, it's Taylor under center, in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's under a rush. He's looking. He'll throw across his body, and the pass is caught at about the 30-yard line down to the 27. That might have been Corey Purnell again. He couldn't hang on to a couple of passes earlier, but here he was able to bring it down, and now triple the left side. See what he decides to do here. He'll take the snap. He's looking. Throws off his back foot. That pass is caught and taken at the 20, inside the 20, down to the 15, maybe the 14-yard line. That was the man who caught the touchdown, Maurice Goodwin.
Yeah, and they're going to go hurry up here because they want to try and punch this.
So a gain of 14 on the play. So Taylor, he'll line things up in the shotgun. He takes. It's going to be a handoff. Moving up the middle to about the 10, down to the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. And that was Burgess again. And I think they might call another timeout here. They definitely do. Here's Taylor going back, looking as time. Goes for the end zone, and it's knocked away, incomplete. So that forces a 3rd and 5. That was a nice play by a defender there. They intended that one, I think, for Goodwin.
Yeah, it was a good defensive play. He tried to squeeze that ball into a tight window there. It was double covered.
Owls looking to trying to open up more of a lead here on 3rd down. Taylor back, looking. He's under pressure. He'll fire, and a pass.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. And that one was intended for Ed Dover. And it looked like the quarterback was pressured that time. So right now the Mountaineers trying to throw up a stand. Now the question is, will the Owls decide to go for it on 4th and probably 5? Oh, Sokolov, I'm sorry. Back goes Taylor, throwing for the corner of the end zone, and it is...
It's enough for the first down, but
not a score, but he got to about the 2-yard line. Forgot about Sokolov. I mean, like I said, when you're doing several hours of announcing, you go brain dead right off the bat.
So he got the first down. He got out of bounds to stop the clock. So now they're going to have first. If you're a good quarterback that can run, this is where you want to use those feet, right? When you can kind of break a defense down here and then maybe take a delay run like he's going to do right now.
Taylor's
running
for his
around
life.
looking for something.
He's going. I mean, he's fooling the camera people. Now he's going to lob it for the end zone, and I think that might be intercepted.
Yeah.
And it is for a touchback. A very, very ill-advised pass to, I believe, end the first half of play.
Yeah, I think he kind of, and that changes everything.
Well, let's see what happens as here is a low kickoff to begin the second half. It hits the up man, and it's going to be picked up to about the 40, and then pinballing going the other way. I mean, and then spinning and finally going down about the 42-yard line. The ball came out after his knee was down. I believe that was Mike Malherio, who went about 20 yards back and forth before going down to 42. So, if anything, there might be a delay foul.
I think it's going to be a legal substitution. I just saw a player run off the field for the Mountaineers.
Once again, a matter of counting how many people you have on the field, and it's a 5-yard penalty. So, but like I said, those of you checking us out from Hudson County, of course, those of you in South Jersey and the Pennsauken area, you couldn't make it tonight. We're very happy to have you here with us on the HSG Network, so we thank you for your support. And we all Gladiators won late, 14-13. We thank you guys for your support as well. So here we go at the beginning of the second half. It's 1st and 15 following the penalty. A juggled snap and a handoff going up the middle and down to about the 38-yard line. So imagine you get a couple yards on the play, but still second and long coming up.
Yeah, it's still going to be 2nd and 12. You know, they started out with a little delay handoff.
Sure you chip away, and you know the half can go very quickly here. Here's Dixon in the shotgun, 2nd and about 13, and they're going to hand it off. There's a nice hole. Oh, there was a near face mask there, but going down to about the 45-yard line is, I believe, C.J. Hannons. And he really made a nice move there to move the ball to the 44, and that forces a 3rd and probably about 6 coming up on the left or right side.
And they got to change a quarterback also. That's
I didn't even notice that. Thank you for pointing that out. Back and throwing deep along the left side. That pass is way over the head and incomplete. The quarterback is C.J. Hannons, and he was throwing one intended for Anthony Lasante. He tried to go deep along the near sideline and just went a little bit too far incomplete. So I'm glad you had brought up the quarterback snap, and the punter ends up having to take a one-step drop and then punt without getting itself mauled. And how do you do that without roughing the kicker? Here's the snap. They don't come charging, but this is a high punt. And it is, it's dropped. And it's in the hands of the Mountaineers. They're going to run it back. It's not going to count because on a muff punt, you cannot run it back for a score because no possession change had occurred. So therefore is my 31-yard line, 1st and 10. And Hannons at quarterback takes a snap. He's going to throw a deep one, and the pass incomplete. That was a good try along the far sideline, and I tell you, a little bit of a deep ball threat. Tyler Petty, the intended receiver.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a nice arm. Throws a nice pass, but again, the passes are high. So these receivers are having
a change in the second half. So let's see how this all plays out. Hannons in the shotgun, waiting for the ball to be snapped. There it is. And now they're going to run the football to the right. It's not going to be for much, maybe the 31-yard line before he gets tidal wave down. And could there have been a flag at the end of the play? Because it sounded like I heard the words "thank you" coming from the far side.
Yeah, I don't see the flag on the field, but it could be in that mesh of people there.
Well, I don't.
Yep, there it is. You just called face mask.
Yeah, face mask, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Owls and a We're still working on some things here. But in the meantime, 3rd and 4. They're going to start from the 11-yard line. And, people jump, and flags are down. Now, the Mountaineers think that the Owls jumped again, and if that's so, that's a free first down. They'll discuss who moved first. It is an encroachment penalty against the Owls, yet another disciplinary mistake, and that is a free first down for the Mountaineers, which, by the way, let's remind you,
yards and penalties from the Owls than they have on their offense.
Well, it's 1st and goal now at the 8-yard line, and Hannons is going to try and get through, and the hole closed a little bit too quickly. Might have gone a yard on the play to about the 7.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 2nd and goal here. He kind of danced around a little bit. If he would hit that hole right away, he might have got a couple more yards, but he delayed.
Sleep. So if they score here, the Mountaineers will be right back in this ball game. Hannons in the shotgun, waits, and there's a hand. Oh, no, it's a bounce play. Hannons. Oh, no, it's not Hannons. It's another back who gets to about the 3 or 4 yard line, but he stays in bounds.
Just inside the 5, they're going to spot it.
So it'll be 3rd and goal. And I believe the carrier that, I think it was like, might have been Malherio there again. A little hard to see. From the 5. Hannons, he's done a nice job driving the players down. Let's see if he can finish. He goes back. He throws short passes, caught, but a short play and a turnaround. I don't think he got in.
No.
He's probably about 2 yards short.
Yeah, it depends on where they're going to give him the forward progress on this play. But it was a good one-handed catch. He just couldn't get anything going once he caught the ball. Good pursuit by the defense.
And the defense was able to pursue because the play was a little bit slow in developing.
That's correct.
Flag is down. What's this all about? And again,
looks like there's an argument between the Owls and the referee.
And could this be another free first down?
I'm going to say it's going to be half the distance and a first down.
Well, it has to be because it's a major penalty if it's unsportsmanlike conduct.
I agree.
I mean, you just don't normally see it out of this team. I mean, it's an exhibition.
I don't know what they were arguing about or what the issue was. It was after the play for sure.
Yes, indeed. So it is an unsportsmanlike
first down, so it is going to be 1st and goal now.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so a new set of downs. Another gift for the Mountaineers. 1st and goal from the 2. They hand it off up the pike. Missed tackle, and I believe a goal. Yes, it is. Welcome to the end zone. And I don't know, he was trying to dance, but whatever the case, it is a touchdown for the Mountaineers. And that was, I think, Paul Haylett who gets the 2-yard touchdown run. And the Mountaineers, let's see what Hannons does on the conversion. He takes the snap, he waits, he fires, and the pass is dropped incomplete. There's no flags there, so that makes it a count of 14-6. So why don't we not much we can do about that, but as we resume play, whoops, hold on a second. The kickoff happened, and now the official said, do it again, 5 yards further backward. That is a procedure foul on the kickoff.
Wow, that's tough, especially after you just scored.
You have the momentum. You just got a touchdown, and now you get a 5-yard penalty on a kickoff.
Yeah,
leagues and stuff like that, and of course, I mean, he was probably one of the people who laughed hysterically at my old podcasts, but anyway, here's a short kickoff, and it'll be taken by an up man to 38-yard line. He reverses
gears. He's got some blockers.
But,
around the corner.
What he couldn't get by, the man who returned it was Donshea Speed, but a great tackle by Chaz Stevens, and that forces the Tri-County Owls to start. They're still going to get very good field position. And once again, quarterback Joseph Taylor with an I formation this time. Let's see what they decide to do here. Pretty short field, but Taylor is going to hand this off to the right. Bouncing, crossing the 45, spinning down to about the 43-yard line. Ed Burgess has had a pretty nice game. I'll tell you, he is a very shifty runner.
Yeah, he had a nice offensive line push on that. They cleared a big hole there. His tight end made a nice block. The fullback made a nice block. He followed everything.
Almost running to Cherry Hill was one of the players to get the right players on the field. Here's Burgess again, a handoff up the middle, and doesn't look like, we'll see where they spot it. Might be a yard short of a first down, but Like I said, all depends on the official spot. And I think it's going to be third and about a yard and a half. Formation. They just have one receiver, so you can pretty much tell it's going to be a big push. No, it's a play action. And, throwing it, taking a huge hit. An incomplete pass as Taylor got clocked by Sean Doxey as he threw the football. It almost ended up being intercepted, but there is a Mountaineer that got really shaken up on the play. And the one that was shaken up looks...
I expect a big push here by the offensive line. Hopefully they're up for the task.
All right, so 4th and a yard. Taylor with the handoff up the pike. It's going to be a first down to the 38-yard line. They needed a yard, and they got 3 on the play. So for the Owls, that's a big break for them, as it's Ed Burgess who has had in Penn Salk in the final quarter of play of this doubleheader between the Owls and the Mountaineers. As here's a pass play, it's caught, going down to the 20, inside a big hit to about the 12-yard line. Then a late hit after that, which is going to cost another half the distance.
Yeah.
Now, as Mother Nature was putting rain in the first game of this doubleheader, now it's raining flags here to start the final quarter.
Yeah, again,
Game.
Yeah, and it looks like they're discussing this a little bit more than usual. So let's see what they call.
Okay, a
So
personal.
offsetting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Offsetting fouls. So there's no half the distance. It'll just be a first down for the Owls, and the ball be spotted at about the 13-yard. Purnell, who's been doing better in this game. All right, first down, handoff, Burgess up the middle, and he'll get close
to the 10.
Close to the 10-yard line, but only a couple yards on that play as he tried to go up the middle. So 2nd and 7 coming up with obviously. All right, so it is 2nd and we'll say about 7 from the 10-yard line. They're going to hand off up the middle, and it looks like this will get to about maybe the 11. So it'll be 3rd down. We're just playing with some wires here, as we're just trying to get some things all straightened out here. So for the Owls right now, this is an opportunity for them to possibly. So they have a 3rd and 5 from the 9. Here's Taylor back. He's looking. He may call his number. Looking, firing, and he is out of bounds. Incomplete. He dove, but he didn't land feet first. He landed shoulder first, about 4 feet out of bounds. So it's an incomplete pass. And now it forces 4th and 5. And Taylor will line up in the shotgun. They may go empty gun here. They go heavy on the left side receiver-wise. Here's Taylor going back, rolling right, going further backward. Dodges away. Now let's see what he does. He'll run to the right. He's got a man open if he wants. Lobs it for the end zone. And is it?
Dropped.
It might have been, you might be right.
He dropped
it is dropped and incomplete. There were a couple of Owls that were signaling. 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. Once again, the quarterback, C.J. Hannons. He's in the shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, and they're going to try and run it, and he crosses about to the 10 and maybe down to about the 15, 16-yard line. Actually, maybe a little further than that. Looks like the 18-yard line. So that's a 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, so that's a great first down play, right?
And they could try and make it down a little bit further if they keep this going. 2nd and 1. They got a couple men moved over to the left side. One guy in the slot. Shotgun for Hannons. He will wait for the snap, and he'll take it. And now he's under a rush. He's going to try and run over to the right side, and he gets out of bounds. He might have possibly lost a couple yards depending on the spot.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close to the line of scrimmage. I can't see what the spot is from our angle here.
Actually, I beg your pardon. He probably just gained a few yards. I mean,
but he's able to move a little bit wiry more than the quarterback we saw in the first half.
All right, 1st and 10 from about the 20. Here's Hannons. And he's going, he lost his footing. Yeah. And he goes down for a big loss all the way back to maybe the 13-yard line. I think it was a broken play and then broken footing.
Yeah, he slipped. He looks like he went to fake a handoff and then roll out, and as he pulled the ball back in from the fake handoff, his foot. Now you're in a big hole. You gotta, we were just talking about being 2nd and 1. Now you're 2nd and long. It's a completely different kind of mentality you gotta have here.
So Hannon's in the shotgun from the 10-yard line, takes the snap, has some time. He's
And
clobbered
he
as
fumbled.
it's recovered. There goes the Mountaineers crossing about the 20-yard line. So it turned out to be a fumble, but a very alert play. And I might have been Jamison who might have picked the ball up and gotten some of those yards back and then some. Let's see where they spot the football. They may have gotten 10 yards right back.
Yeah, that was a sack and a fumble and a 10-yard gain.
May actually be just return yards because the ball came out. Here's Hannon's back in the shotgun. Pump fakes. He's going to wait. Now he's going to run himself. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's not going to get much. He wanted to go to the outside, but the Owls were way too quick. And getting to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah,
that might have been, I think, I was looking to see who was catching up to him. That might have been Mays, but he at least on that particular possession, so you're not that far deep.
Yeah, gives him at least so you got room to punt.
There's a flag down on the punt, and it's kicked high and taken about the 47, going to about the 46 before a whole bunch of Mountaineers come in. Now, flag is down, so hold everything.
Let's see what they're talking about.
Guy might have run off the sideline, and that might have been a foul against the Mountaineers. And like I said,
they're discussing it now with the Mountaineers coach. I guess they're going to see if he wants to take the penalty.
And, it's going to be on the Owls, so it's a matter of, well, you now make it is offside against the Owls, so now
it's going to be repeat 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 5, or actually it's 4th and
2 maybe.
Yeah, it's 4th and 2 from what I can see from the chains right now. So they're sending the offense back.
Close, though.
Yeah. Same. We're almost in the same little window there.
Well, let's see what happens now. 4th and 2. They're going to hand it off, and
I don't think he got it. I think it's going to be
half yard short.
Yeah.
They're marking him short, the 29-yard line.
Wow. Great job by the defense to get that stop. I thought he was going to get it, and they just stonewalled him.
Yep, they don't even measure because they tried it. He fell a yard short, and
it's all good here when we're talking about it on paper, but to do it out on the field is another story.
Yeah, execution. First down as Taylor is back. He's under the pocket, escapes the pocket, rolls out, throwing deep on the right side. Incomplete. Look, I thought the right side of the offensive line for the Owls could have been called for a false start because that looked like a little bit of twerking going on the far side.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yet. I mean, the first game pretty much I told you it's not over until the final horn sounds, if there is a horn. Taylor takes a low snap. He's going to fire one. The pass is caught, but good position that time. That was Stanley Bayless with the catch, but a nice defensive play by his other counterpart, and I think that might have been Greg Gales, and he's running off the field to prevent that from happening. So 3rd and 12 from the 31-yard line. Shotgun for Taylor, takes a snap, slow backdrop, looking. There's a flag there. It's going to be a hold, and the pass is caught, swinging around to the 10, to 5, and he leans his shoulder down to about the 2, but every Mountaineer in Hudson County is calling for holding, and the officials are going to call the same thing. That looked almost pretty obvious to me.
Yeah, that was nice. The receiver caught the ball coming across the middle. He had a blocker over there that cleaned up for him as he turned the corner and got down to the 1-yard line. And then there's some pushing and shoving down by the goal.
Late.
There wasn't a flag originally. There was just some pushing and shoving and a little talking, but I think it just continued and continued.
And
finally they threw the flag.
Another unsportsmanlike called against Tri-County.
That's going to back them up twice now.
And that's a dead ball foul.
Right, so that's going to be 2 different penalties they're going to get marked off for here.
And it's going to turn into 3rd from Pennsauken to Edgewater Park.
In this game.
Well, I would also say Goodwin, who's had a couple nice catches. He had that 62-yarder. I would lean toward him a little bit more. All right, 3rd and a long way. Here is Taylor. He's going back. He's being chased even further. Now goes back. Oh, my goodness. How much more room does he have? And, missed tackle. Now he's scrambling. And now he's going to oh, no, he's not. Now he goes down all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And Now you got to punt. It's fourth and 70 right now.
At your own 25-yard line, and
the first down's at the other 20.
And a delay of game.
Wow.
Oh
Back them up
goodness.
5 more.
All right. So for those of you who are watching, I mean I would lean toward Jameson, but you also got Hannons too coming in the second half.
Yeah.
You can also discuss that as a possible offensive deal. So
Maurice Goodwin for the Owls.
And I would also say a David Hill, and I think and I don't know. I understand what they're doing here.
Oh, and he fumbled.
Oh, and now fumbled. Not going to matter anyway.
And
because it's
Mountaineers got the ball.
recovered. It's recovered by the Mountaineers at about the 38-yard line. There was no change of possession. Boy, I'll tell you what. If there was a change of possession there, and then they fumbled it back to the Owls, boy, would that be the worst case scenario for them?
That would have been a.
But for now, let's get back to the drama. Mountaineers first and 10, the Owl 38. And a handoff and a clothesline.
Wow.
And a fumble. And could the Owls have gotten the ball back after all this? Yes, they did.
Wow. That's a great job by the defense. Great. He stuck his arm out there, grabbed him right across the chest, pulled him down, caused the fumble, and the defense gets the ball back.
How bizarre, if anything else. I mean,
yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy set of downs right there.
I've seen some weird things. I mean, I did a triple overtime game back in 2010, but I mean, this might be the most surreal. Here's a handoff, Burgess. Burgess tackled at the 41-yard line. That was a beautiful tackle by Raleigh Rennie, who was able to clip him down, maybe for a 1-yard pickup at the most.
Yeah,
it has been a really good one. Hoping next year we will be able to do this thing again
with more gigs. That's correct.
All right. And more. Oh, here's a handoff up the pike. Oh, and a missed tackle and a lost helmet, which stops the play automatically at the 48-yard line, and that's going to be a first down and a gain of 11. And now flag goes down.
Number 25.
2 flags goes down.
Number 25, putting your team in a situation now.
If you don't do that, you keep the clock running. You force them to call a timeout. Now, under 2 minutes, any penalty stops the clock, and now you can't just run the clock out. So now the Owls, even though they have a first down, the chain people, like I said, I really feel for them because Buster rhymes with that line. But anyway, first and 10 to 38. And here's a handoff, and going backwards a couple yards to about the 34, 33-yard line.
And there's the timeout?
Yep, timeout called by the Mountaineers. And I don't think anyone chooses a timeout. Changed the last minute, so we end up with 2 games here.
I think we're kind of grateful that we didn't get that third game.
And here's a pass by Taylor, deep left side. It's caught to the 20, down to the 19-yard line, and that will probably do it. The Hail Mary answered.
Stanley Bayless.
Yep, Stanley Bayless, and boy, he bailed the Owls out and then some.
Yeah, that's a great job. He just ran a fly pattern down the sideline. The quarterback threw it up and let him go run under.